Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new to my craft room, then welcome. Today I want to make some of these little ribbon angel ornaments. They are so cute. They're so easy to make, so I figured I'd share with you as I'm sitting here making these little guys. I already made several of them, but I figured, why not? Let's do a video here because these are so easy to make. They're so fun. You can use them as an ornament. You can put them on it, packages, gifts and things like that. It's just like a nice little extra add-on gift. But I'm going to be using a couple different kinds of ribbon here. You can also make these out of paper if you don't have ribbon. And you'll kind of see what I mean as we're going along here. So I'm going to be using some of the just regular Dollar Tree ribbon here. This stuff I got a couple years ago. I really haven't seen a lot of the ribbon out yet this year, but I'm sure it will be out. And then I made one out of this pretty ribbon here. Now my favorite ones, and the ones that are mostly a pain to make, but are the prettiest, is this ribbon I found this year at Dollar Tree in the plus section. It's called Crinkle Ribbon. It is 5 inches, and you get through a 12 foot. Yeah, and it's really cool. This was actually in the plus section. It was $3 a roll, and I didn't even have a clue what I was going to do with it when I got it, but I thought this would be perfect. But like I said, this one's the most pain in the neck to work with, but you'll see it's well worth it. And this is the little angel I made out of that one. Aren't they pretty? They're so cute, and they're so much fun. You can just decorate them so many different ways. So the one I'm going to show you here, I'm going to make with this gold. They had these in gold, they had them in green, they have them in like a plaid color. Yeah, red. I believe there's a red one somewhere. I don't know where I have that one. I don't even see it in my bucket over there. But I love this one too, and I made this little pretty little angel out of this one. But yeah, aren't they nice? And they're not hard to make. Like I said, this ribbon here is kind of a pain. That was the one. I don't even know if I showed you the one I made with the red, but they're pretty too. I was going to show you with the silver, but it was kind of hard to see here. So with this ribbon here, when you unroll it, what makes it like spin like this is why it's a pain to work with. There's a thread that goes down the center of this. You're going to want to pull that out. Just kind of, you can really get the scissors in there pretty easily. So you're just going to want to cut that out and get that out of your way, because that's what's making this into this little spiral here. All right, let's see. So you get right underneath that and then just pull that out. Then you're going to want to pull it out on the other side too. Get down here quite a ways here so I can make this little guy or little girl. All right, I think that's enough. All right, and then you're going to want to make sure when you do these is your ribbon, you want a nice straight edge. So you want to kind of trim that up a little bit to make it nice and straight. It just makes it easier on yourself here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these I did. You're going to fold these kind of like you make, like the paper fans. I'm sure everybody's made a paper fan. So you're going to want to fold this over about a 1/2 inch. I don't measure, just approximately. Fold it over 1/2 inch, push down your edges, and then you're going to want to pull that forward and then put it back a 1/2 inch. And then you're just going to keep going here until you have 5 of these little folds. And then flip it over, go back this way. It's really easy to make. Well, like I said, this one's the only one that's really kind of a pain because it just wants to curl, because that's the way it was made. But we're going to make it do something else. So you just want to try to get them as even as you can. I mean, like I said, these are kind of hard to work with. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to do one more fold here. Let me flip it this way, fold it back, flip it over again, fold it over again. All right, now you want to keep hold of this because these are going to want to get away from you. So now you're going to take your scissors, trim up alongside of your piece here. And when you're done, you should have both of the raw edges, facing the same way, and then you're going to want to put those towards the back. So now what we're going to do, one thing we're going to do is get this out of my way. All right, we're going to measure up 3 inches on this 5-inch stuff here. So right there is 3 inches. I'm going to take a piece of just floral wire. This, get this at Dollar Tree. I have all different colors too. I don't know where I put them right now, so we're just going to go with the green because you're not going to see this anyway. This is all going to be hidden. So you're just going to take yourself your wire there at the 3-inch mark, and you can re-measure this when you're done. And then I just kind of spin these around until it gets nice and tight. Just so it'll hold that there until we're ready to. And then I kind of trim it, not too close because you don't want to trim off where you just spun it there, or it's going to come apart. And then just fold that down. And like I said, we're not going to see that. It's going to be in the back. Or you can push it over to the side. All right, so now after I do that, then I kind of remeasure it because, some of this wire's peeking out. All right. So do we still have 3 inches here? Yes, so that is what this is going to look like at this point. And then you're going to take, let's see, I have one side over here. I want to make sure I make these both go the same way. When you do these, they're going to make 2. So I already made 1 here. And you're going to want to just make sure that you match these up because we're going to put these together because this is half of the angel, that's the other half right there. You just want to make sure that both of your raw edges match. So this little wing here, we're just going to fold this down like this, give it a little pinch, and then you're going to take your single layer here, right here in the center, and this one here, and I'm just going to put some hot glue on this part of this wing here, all the way down, and then we're going to squeeze it down to this side here, and that's what makes your little angel wing. I'm just going to hold that there for a second till it cools. There we go. So now there's our 2 sides of our little angel. That's going to go together like that. So now you're going to want to put your hanger on. However you're going to hang these. I have some of this crochet thread here that I got at Hobby Lobby many years ago. It's pretty gold, has a little gold sparkle into it. So I just kind of measure it so it goes just underneath a little bit of your wire there. You want it to go down there and then have enough to hang this with. So I like to make them a little extra long. And then I just make a little knot in the end. I always think that just gives the glue a little extra hold there when you have a nice knot. All right, so then we are just going to put that right here, glue that down there, right in your center here of where this is going together, because that's all going to get hidden. It'll all be hidden away. There we go. And then we're just going to take this other half here, and you want to just go from your wire down, and then we're going to glue that all the way down on that first fold. And then we're going to put these 2 together. We're going to match that up there, and then that hides where our little hanger is. If you don't get it quite to the top there, you can go back and do it again. I lost it. There we go. So there, we pull that together just like that. It's very easy to do. Like I said, this one's just a little cumbersome with this wire, with this ribbon, but this ribbon is just so pretty the way it's so pleated that it really makes these wings and stuff look so nice. All right, so now, are we glued good? Nope, I need some more glue here. All right. We're just going to let that sit here for a minute and let that cool off. Come on, stay together. Push them down a little bit. I'm just squishing that top piece down a little bit like that where the fold is, just so I have a little more room to put the head on here. And now what I'm using for the head, I got this whole little bag here of beads. This was actually one of those wooden bead wreaths that they had at Dollar Tree. I just opened up the one end and took all the beads off of it because I wanted to use them for, you know, projects like this. So that's what these are. I think they're about a 10 millimeter or whatever. You could use a bigger size if you wanted to too. So now we're going to take our little thread here and get it. These have a nice big hole in them. That's what makes these not easy to work with. Kind of twist that up just a little bit. Try to get this through here on the first try. Here we go. And then our little head's going to get glued down right on here. So we're going to open this up here, put a big blob of glue right there in the center, and then we're going to just let our little head go in there. And that's how we get our little angel head on. It's a little small for this, I guess, but could be a little bit of a bigger bead, but I think they're fine. These are the biggest ones I think I've seen at Dollar Tree as far as the size of the beads. So just put that right down there on there and glue that down. And then now pretty much the only thing you have left to do, because this isn't going to come out now because it's glued down in here, is just decorate them, and that's it. It's just that easy. So let's see, what did I put on the other one? The other one I have that pretty little thing. This one I think I'll do a pine cone. I had a bunch of these little bags of mixed things here that I got at Dollar Tree. I need to find me a small one. That's too big. Let's see. Oh, here's a little one. Sorry, crinkle, crinkle. I know. Woo! There's a little teeny weeny sparkly pine cone. So I think I'll put that there. I don't know if I want a ribbon on this one or something else. Maybe I'll just stick some greens underneath there. That'll probably look cute. All right, let's glue this on here real quick like, and then we'll get on to the easier ribbons. And they're made a little bit different. They're not made the same as these. So there's our little pine cone on there. And then I think it needs a little greens or something. And then when you're done, then you can straighten out your little pleats on here. I got a couple packs of these little greens last year at Dollar Tree. They had a bunch of these after Christmas too that you always got to kind of keep a lookout. Sometimes they have them 2 for $1 after Christmas. Not always. Oops, that's a little too big. Yeah, I think that'll look cute. So we're just going to glue them on there. And you could add a bell to this. You could add all kinds of things. I have some snowflakes here. I might put that on that. No, I did put one on that other one. Well, we'll see. All right, let's make this one just a tiny bit smaller. Have a little more glue here, and then stick that right under there, and that is that. I mean, you can add more to it. You could add a bow. You could add whatever you want. I need to get the glue off of me. I got giant glue webs hanging all over me. Halloween's over. Get off. All right. If you wanted to put faces on these, you could. I just leave them the way they are. I think they look cute that way. You know, more of your primitive style or whatever. But you can just fluff up your little wings here now. That's not too bad. I think I'm just going to leave this be the way that it is. There we go. But like I said, you could do more, you could do less, whatever you want to. So there's our first angel. That's how we make these little guys. So now I have 2 gold ones here. One with just the little rhinestones and stuff. Now on the back here, I forgot to mention that. I usually put something on the back, usually just something sparkly or something out of my bin of things here. I got so much different little things. Let's see, maybe we'll just put, no, that's a flower. Maybe just one of these little white beads back here. Where'd you go? Because you can see the wire, and I always like to cover that up with something. It really doesn't matter on the back, but we'll just put this cute little plastic, they're the flat back buttons that you can get, you know, like on, well, you can get them on Amazon too, I'm sure, but I usually get them from Temu or AliExpress. You can order them all online. You get a good deal. They have all kinds of different flat back buttons. So That's where I usually get those from. But there we go. There's our pretty little angel. Still see glue webs hanging off of her. Where are you? Alright, I think I got it off. I think I did. Alright, so let's move on to, which one do I want to do? Well, we just made a gold one. Let's make a red one. Now these are a little bit more, I don't want to say flimsy. They're not flimsy. That's not what I'm trying to say, but they're softer. It's just a much softer material than that other ribbon. So, alright, let's go ahead and do this. Out of this one again, because I really like the red. I have a lot of gold and silver ones going on here. Alright, so these are simple. You're just going to need a needle and thread. Doesn't matter what color thread you use either, because we're going to hide that. So these we're going to do kind of the same way, just fold them. Except I think I folded these like 10 times. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 10 times. It all depends on how full you want them. And then you're just gonna go back and forth here. Just fan it. Flip that over, fold it back. Flip it over again. Just keep on folding. These are very easy. I lost count because I'm talking here. All right, where are we at? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Well, those other ones, they actually equal out to like 10 folds too, because we made them separately. All right, where are we at here? I'm lost again. All right, well, we're starting over with this one. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to make 8 between 8 to 10 pleats in this one. And so that would be 2. Sometimes it's easier to do the top and then do the bottom. It's just hard for me to do this holding it up in the air. But I want to show you guys how it's done. Alright. So I'm just going to keep folding until we have 10 little pleats here. And I have no idea how many I just did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. 8, I believe. I don't know. Let's take a peek. 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just keep losing count. 8. 9. And 10. There we go. But really, if you put it down here on the table and fold it this way, it's much easier. But I just want to show you guys. All right, so now let's cut that off just like we did the other one. You're just going to cut it right along where you finished up here. There we go. And now that's more even than this one. So anyway, you want to cut off the wire. We don't need the wire on the top of these at all. So this is going to be the dress, or her gown, whatever you want to call it. So we're just going to cut that wire out of there because we don't need it. And there we go. And that's going to be our bottom. So now we're going to take a thread, needle thread here, and just go through this a couple of times. I usually just go through this part one time, and then just kind of, when I'm knotting it, is doing the rest of it for me here. So we're just going to go through here like so, and oops, we're going to knot it here, and then I like to go through it one more time just because. At least twice. Sometimes I do 3, but on these I'm just doing it twice. Alright, so there's our knot, and you're going to need some more of this, so we're going to keep our needle and thread handy. Alright, so this is going to be her little, bottom of her little dress here. Pull them apart a little bit, fan them out. These got some good wire in them. Not too much. I mean, you don't want to obviously lose the pleat. So you're just going to straighten them out a little teeny weeny bit, like so. And then you have your little bottom of your dress. All right. So we're going to sit that here, and now we're just going to make the wings separately on this. So you're going to take some more of your ribbon here, and I think I did. Where'd you go? I have no idea. Oh, here you are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're only doing 5 folds on the wings. So same thing, about a 1/2 inch. And that is count that as 1 fold there. And then you're going to fold that one back down again. And back up again. And that'd be 2. And then back down again. And that's 3. I'm going to put it down here because it's just easier. See, this is much easier. 4. And 5. All right. Same thing. We're just going to cut this up alongside here. And now the wings you're going to want to make a little bit smaller because they are way too big. So I'm going to cut off probably about at least a 1/2 inch. And then we're going to see, does that going to look like, I think that'll be good. I don't know if I want to make them a little smaller, maybe just a tiny bit more. So maybe more like, I don't know, we'll measure the next one. Yeah, I think that'll be good. All right, same thing here. You're just going to want to put a stitch in here. Make sure your ribbons want to stay all together. And you don't have to stitch them a lot because we're going to hot glue these on. So the hot glue is pretty much going to take care of it. All right. Make a knot. All right, and now we got to make 1 more of these. So I'll go ahead and make 1 more of these off camera here to save a little time, and then we'll put this together. Okay, I have both of these done. I did take a 1/2 inch off of this because I didn't measure that on the last one. All right, so now you're going to open these up a little bit, just like we did the bottom. Just don't want to lose all your pretty pleats. Same thing with this one. You want to make sure all your raw edges are facing the back. So we're going to glue these 2 together is what we're going to do. We're just going to put a little bit of glue on top of here. We're going to take the first wing we made and glue that right on top of that. And we're We'll let that sit there just for a second so it can, so the glue can cool. All right, I'm gonna pick out a little head here. Glue up all over me. We can get our string ready here for the top. Now this one you don't need as long as the other one because this one's going right on the top here. But you know, if you want to hang them on the tree by the string, you want to make it a little bit longer to get over your branches. So let's see. Let's tie a knot in the bottom of this. All right. All right, our wings are dry. And now these little babies are going to get glued right in the back here. Actually, kind of more on top. Let's see, I don't know how I did the other ones, but maybe I squeezed these together. Yeah, that's too puffy. I'm gonna put a little glue in here and glue this together because it's just too puffy to put back on here. So you want to flatten them out so you're able to glue to the back of that, which isn't a big deal. You just kind of fold your ribbon over a little bit and just glue it down there so it's a little flatter. So there we go. And now we can put that right behind here on our little angel's rest of her body there. So I'm just going to take that, put that right behind the top of that dress. So make sure you get your center pleat there, right in the center of your bow. All right, so now we're going to take our string. Where'd our string go? We're going to put that right here underneath, and whatever sticks out we'll cover up with a pretty little something. You don't have to worry about that. All right, get on there. It's all going to be hidden. Oh, I used this thing because I didn't want to get my fingers stuck, and I got that stuck. These little embossing tools I got from, I think I got these on Temu. It has like a little silicone tip on them a long time ago. All right, and now we're just going to put our little wooden head on. I have so much glue on my fingers that I can't function. Oh man. All right, let's get in there. Come on. You're not cooperating. I don't know why I thought these would be so easy to get through here because the holes were so big. I mean, you could put a little piece of tape on the end there to make it easier. Seriously, huge hole does not, let me get a different one. This is ridiculous. Here's a nice clean looking one. Are you gonna go straight through? Don't make me put tape on here and do it. I just want you to go through there just nicely. Seriously, look at this. It's like right there. It does not want to come out. Give me something here to poke this thing. It's making me mad here. There we go. All right, so now this is our front. We're gonna put some more glue down here to hold this head. There we go. And we got our head on there. Is she cute already? I mean, you could make these so many different ways. So decorate them so many different ways. All right, well that's cool enough. We can glue down our wings. A little bit of glue on that outside piece like we did with the other one. And then glue it down to this piece just so it stays down nice when we open up the wings. Same thing on the other side. Put a little bit of glue on that wing, just on the very outside one. all the way down and then glue it to that first part of her little dress here. All right. And after we're done here, we will fix all these little pleats and it'll look really, really nice. But it gets a little messy while you're, you know, messing around, putting a little head and things on. But that's what we have so far. And then we're going to fix all our little pleats, like so. And then she will look all pretty again. Same with the wings, just want to go around and fluff them all back up. I think we got her. I'm going to have to put a little glue back here because she just wants to look down and I don't want you looking down so much. So let's put a little glue back here. Try to get that head to go back up. There we go. All right, now messed your wings all up doing that again. But yeah, she's so cute. And you could almost make these stand up if you wanted to. If you want to do maybe a back piece to it the same way, you could get them. Well, that's even standing on its own there. Look at that. All right, so what do we want to decorate this little girl with? Let's see. If I could get these webs off my fingers, I'd be so happy. Get off of me. Ah, there it is. It's like having a hair bothering you. Can't get it. Kind of want to put a bell on one of these. Maybe I'll do it on her. That'll look cute on the red. So let's get that right up close by her head there. Let's put one of these little teeny weeny bells on here. I usually have these at Dollar Tree too. Little bells. And then what do we want to put on here? I love these little white snowflakes. I have like hundreds of these little guys, not these. These, actually Temu has these now too. I was getting these from AliExpress, but we could add a little snowflake if we wanted to. Maybe put one of those on each side. Why not? Let's make this one a little bit different than my other one. One on the other side. Couple of snowflakes. We got a little jingle bell. What else do we want on here? Probably nothing. Really doesn't need another thing. Yeah, we'll put another snowflake on there. Just to be different. There we go. I think that looks cute right there. You could add some greens to it. You could add whatever you want. A little bit of greens, maybe some berries or something. But that is the gist of how to make these little guys. Oh, I did put a snowflake on this one. I said I was going to do it different. Well, this one got 3 and a jingle bell. And I think it needs something else, maybe a little red gem or something on here. I'll have to dig those out. But that is how I make these little guys, or little girls, whatever you want to call them here. And like I said, they're very easy to make once you get the hang of it. And it's much easier. Just do it down on the table, fold it back and forth just like you would a little paper fan. I think everybody's one time or another made a little paper fan. And here's our gold one. These are my favorites. Like I said, these are hard to work with this ribbon, but man, are they nice. So I will probably make some more of these. But you can make these out of the ribbon. Here's the one from out of the gold ribbon. Oh, that was the other thing. I didn't put anything on the back of this one yet. I have to put something back there to cover up our stuff, but I always put something back there to cover up the wire and stuff. But yeah, I think pretty. I love anything with greens and pine cones. So that is it. That is what here's my silver one. I wanted to show you guys what I was up to today. I'm making a bunch of angels, some for the trees, some for presents, some for whatever you want to do, just a little gift for a coworker or something. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everyone.